most of you have read about these guys. I'd like to call on Mr. Art Valdez, the captain of Team Balangay.
Well, thank you. After 90 days and 8 typhoons, we rode an engine boat, Balangay, and made it in Butuan. 2 days after, I found myself in this place, so try to squeeze it in 6 minutes and 40 seconds, trying to tell you what is the voyage all about. We are Team Balangay. Actually, we are also the Team Everest. Yay. So the voyage of the Balangay is a journey into history. The whole purpose of this is to bring back ourselves and reconnect ourselves to the glorious days of our forefathers. We built an ancient boat similar to the one that was dug up in Butuan and carbon dated 320 AD. The whole purpose is to trace the migration of our ancestors. We are Austronesian-speaking people who came from the southern coast of mainland Asia and made it to this archipelago and all the way, all over up as far as east of Madagascar, New Zealand, and Easter Island. That's the one that encircled by the line that is how far our forefathers had traveled using an ancient boat. Wow. And they brought with them their whole family. The whole purpose of that is that as we rode into that boat, we traveled around the country. At the same time, the whole idea is to reconnect the present with our historical past. Many young people have not realized exactly the rich and glorious days of our forefathers. We have Butuan is the site of an ancient kingdom. The boat was dug up 320 AD. It showed that there is Butuan long before there is Philippines. The other purpose is to rekindle maritime consciousness of our people. Many young people are afraid of the sea. Why? It is because colonialism robbed us of our consciousness. These are the kind of ships that were built by our forefathers. And as we traveled around, we got exposed to this beautiful paradise, which is the Philippines. You never really realize how beautiful is the country after you stayed in Mount Everest for 3 months of the year for the past 3 years under extreme cold. All you can see, bundok, bato, at yellow. Then we built the boat, and the boat is exactly looked like this. At the left side is the original Balangay. This is the Butuan Balangay that is constructed right now. This is the second boat that we're building. And the whole activities has energized and rekindled the pride of the Butuan people. And our purpose after that is to sail around the Philippines. Actually, there is a slide about the Philippines, but we'll resume our travel. The boat is right now in Butuan, and then we'll sail around Southeast Asia. And we hope that by the middle of next year, we'll be back here in Manila, coming down from the north. But in between, it is not purely adventure. Along the way, we do medical mission. In my team are our expedition doctor, Dr. Teres Guerra, also joined us in Mount Everest, and we undertake medical mission. We even do rescue mission. We save somebody in the island of Meste de Campo. And also, as we travel around, these are the people that meet us. We undertake symposia, trying to stir up the minds of the people exactly about a rich historical heritage. And the young are so enthusiastic. We do our lecture or right there at the shoreline or in an auditorium or anywhere. And we also undertake environmental activities. This is a coastal cleanup in Agusan River along the banks and along the shoreline of Agusan. The other one is in the boulevard in Dumaguete. And of course, we get involved coastal cleanup, mangrove planting. And then what has the Mount Everest got to do with the voice of the Balangay? This is us last year when we joined the Mount Everest Marathon. That's a 26 miles, 42 kilometers run, 18 to 20,000 feet in Mount Everest. Karina Dayundon, one of the women who's here, broke the female international record the fastest ever run by a woman. And this is from the mountains to the seas, coming from Mount Everest, now we're sailing to the seas. This is the Mount Everest team that is really going around the country and trying to stir up that maritime consciousness of our people. So, we're now in Butuan, and these are the people that climb Mount Everest. You have Leo Rashon, who climbed it in May 17, Pastor Imata. They're members of the crew. They're still the core members of the Team Balangay. You know, you can just imagine we're mountaineers now. We have to learn to be a sailor. But it is just how creative and prolific the Filipinos. Along are the women that climb: Noel Wenceslao, Karina de Yondon, Janet Pilarmino. And what have they accomplished, these women? They're the first Filipina to climb Mount Everest. They're the first women to climb from Southeast Asia. You can see it from here. And the third, they're the first women to climb from Tibet, north side, the north side, left side, that's the north, then go down and traverse to Nepal, south side. They're the first women in the world to traverse Mount Everest. Before that, there are only 7 men who did that. Now there are about 10 of them, 3 are Filipina. And for every year that we're in Mount, this is how we live. 3 months of the year, extreme cold. You know, refrigerator is -3. That place about -30, -40. I don't know how we survived, but we made it. But all these endeavors, what we're trying to do cannot be done by us. That is Leo Rashon trying to push that big mountain of rocks there. You know, there's the effect of hypoxia. You know, less air, less oxygen, you started to think you can do anything. We need to be together. And by sailing together, this is now the team. The core at the Mount Everest, but there are other people joining us. And that's our boat. And by sailing together, we share these ideas about what we have done, that what Filipinos can do to our people. We will pass it to the young, and pass it in order that they will develop love of country and patriotism. And the process, show to the whole world, indeed, just like the talents around here, kaya ng Pinoy. Napakagaling ng Pilipino. On that note, thank you very much, and I hope that you will follow our adventure by logging into balangay-voyage.com. Thank you very much.